How often should older adults really be having sex? Is there a magic number for happiness, health, or deeper connection? You might be surprised by what science actually says. Stick with me until the end, and I'll share a fascinating fact that could completely shift the way you think about intimacy at this stage of life. For too long, society has painted a misleading picture that as we age, intimacy should fade into the background, as if passion and connection have an expiration date. But here's the truth. Maintaining a fulfilling sex life later in life isn't just possible, it's incredibly beneficial. Research now shows that intimacy in older adulthood can improve heart health, boost cognitive function, reduce stress, and even increase longevity. Yet one question lingers. How much is normal or healthy? Should sex be a weekly routine, a special occasion, or simply happen whenever the moment feels right? Today we're going to break down the myths, explore what science tells us, and uncover the real truth about sex and aging. Whether you're in a long-term relationship, rediscovering love, or simply curious about what's best for your well-being, this is a conversation worth having. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now let's dive in. Let's start by looking at the powerful physical benefits of sex. Regular intimacy does more than just bring pleasure. It actively supports your overall health. Research shows that sexual activity works much like light exercise, raising your heart rate, improving circulation, and helping to keep your cardiovascular system in check. No, it won't replace a morning walk or a swim, but it does contribute to keeping your heart strong and your body active. According to Dr. Stacy Tesler-Lindau, a professor of obstetrics and gynecology at the University of Chicago, sexual activity is linked to better cardiovascular health and overall longevity. It's a form of exercise that enhances heart health while also reducing stress hormones like cortisol. So while it may not replace a brisk walk or a yoga session, an active sex life can certainly contribute to your body's well-being. Beyond that, it triggers the release of endorphins, your body's natural mood boosters. These chemicals don't just make you feel good at the moment, they also help lower stress, reduce pain, and even act as a natural remedy for chronic discomfort, like arthritis or back pain. Another key benefit? Better sleep. As we get older, restful sleep can become more elusive, with insomnia and restlessness creeping in more often. But physical intimacy, whether it's through sex, cuddling, or even simple affectionate touch, promotes the release of oxytocin, often called the love hormone. This hormone helps calm the nervous system, eases anxiety, and encourages deeper relaxation, making it easier to fall and stay asleep. Dr. Michael Bruce, a clinical psychologist and sleep specialist, notes that sex is a natural sleep aid. The combination of physical exertion, hormonal release, and emotional closeness creates the perfect conditions for deep sleep, which is crucial for cognitive function and overall health. A peaceful night's rest isn't just about feeling refreshed. It plays a critical role in keeping your immune system strong and maintaining cognitive sharpness. Speaking of the brain, here's something fascinating. Studies suggest that sexual activity can actually help protect cognitive function. Engaging in intimate moments stimulates neural activity, keeping parts of the brain active and engaged. Over time, this can help lower the risk of memory loss, dementia, and conditions like Alzheimer's. Think of it as a workout for the mind, one that keeps you sharp, focused, and mentally engaged in life. But perhaps the most profound impact of intimacy lies in its emotional and psychological effects. Aging often brings challenges, like loneliness, self-doubt, or a sense of disconnection from the world. A fulfilling sex life can counteract those feelings by reinforcing your sense of worth and connection. Knowing that someone desires you, cherishes you, and finds you special can be a powerful reminder that you are still vibrant, still relevant, and still deserving of deep, meaningful connection. Beyond the physical touch, Sex nurtures the emotional bond between partners. It's not just about romance, it's about trust, comfort, and companionship. As life brings new hurdles, health concerns, family changes, or even grief, the presence of a caring, intimate relationship provides a strong emotional anchor. Over time, this connection becomes more than just physical. It becomes a foundation of love, support, and personal growth. As we get older, one of the biggest questions many people ask is, how much sex should I be having? The truth is, there's no universal answer, no magic number that guarantees happiness or health. What matters far more than frequency is the level of connection, satisfaction, and joy that intimacy brings to you and your partner. But let's explore what research says to get a better understanding of this topic. Studies, including those from the National Library of Medicine, have consistently found a link between regular intimacy and improved overall well-being. In one study of adults aged 65 and older, those who engaged in sex about once a week reported greater happiness and stronger relationship satisfaction. But here's the key takeaway. It wasn't just about how often they were intimate. It was about the quality of those experiences. Other research has shown that even couples who are intimate less frequently can still maintain deeply fulfilling relationships when their emotional and physical connection remains strong. The reality is that every couple is different. Some might feel perfectly content with intimacy once a month, while others find comfort in expressing affection daily through touch, cuddling, or simple gestures of closeness. For many, sex evolves as they age. It becomes less about performance or expectation, and more about emotional bonding, companionship, and deepening love. In fact, many older adults find that without the pressures of youth, concerns about stamina, body image, or societal norms, intimacy can take on a richer, more meaningful role in their lives. Of course, health plays a crucial role in how often someone may want or be able to engage in intimacy. Conditions such as arthritis, heart disease, or fatigue can make certain activities more challenging. But rather than seeing these as roadblocks, they can be opportunities to adapt and explore new ways to experience closeness. Even gentle touch, massage, or simply lying together and sharing quiet moments can maintain a strong connection. Plus, moderate sexual activity itself can offer health benefits, improving circulation, reducing stress, and even increasing energy over time. And let's not forget that open communication is essential. If physical challenges arise, discussing them with a partner or even a healthcare professional can lead to solutions that make intimacy more comfortable and enjoyable. Some couples may need to adjust their approach, use supportive pillows, experiment with different positions, or find non-traditional ways to stay close. The key is to embrace intimacy in a way that suits your body, lifestyle, and personal comfort. Ultimately, the number of times you have sex isn't what matters most. It's the emotional fulfillment, the connection, and the happiness it brings you and your partner. There's no pressure to match anyone else's expectations. Whether intimacy happens weekly, monthly, or simply in small, everyday moments of affection, what truly matters is that it enriches your relationship and enhances your well-being. If you found these insights valuable, let me know by commenting yes below. Your thoughts matter, and I'd love to hear from you. One of the biggest challenges older adults face when it comes to intimacy is dealing with health-related obstacles. Mobility limitations, chronic pain from arthritis, back issues, or even general stiffness can make certain movements uncomfortable. If you're facing these challenges, the most important thing to remember is this: intimacy is still very much possible. It just might require some adjustments. Instead of feeling discouraged, consider it an opportunity to explore new ways of connecting with your partner. Positioning can make all the difference. Trying different positions that reduce strain on joints and muscles such as lying side by side, sitting positions, or even semi-reclined angles, can make intimacy more comfortable while still maintaining closeness. Some couples find that adding pillows for support or using a firmer mattress helps ease discomfort. Flexibility exercises, gentle stretching, or even warm baths beforehand can also help loosen muscles and increase comfort. The goal isn't to force yourself into positions that cause pain, but rather to adapt and find alternatives that allow you to enjoy the experience without physical strain. Another common concern, especially for women, is vaginal dryness, a natural effect of aging due to hormonal changes, particularly after menopause. This can make intimacy uncomfortable, but the good news is that there are plenty of solutions. Water-based or silicone-based lubricants, vaginal moisturizers, and even hormone therapy, under a doctor's guidance, can help restore comfort and enhance pleasure. Many products are available over the counter, and there's no reason to feel embarrassed about using them. In fact, taking proactive steps to improve comfort can help rebuild confidence and bring back the joy of physical intimacy. But physical barriers aren't the only things that can stand in the way. Mental and emotional roadblocks can be just as significant. Aging often comes with changes in body image, self-esteem, and confidence. You might find yourself feeling self-conscious about weight changes, wrinkles, or other signs of aging. Society tends to glorify youth and overlook the beauty of intimacy later in life, which can lead to unnecessary anxiety. If these thoughts have crept into your mind, know that they are completely normal, but they don't have to define your experience. Intimacy isn't about perfection, it's about connection. True desire comes from emotional closeness, shared experiences, and deep affection, not just physical appearance. Many couples find that their connection grows stronger over the years because they've built trust, understanding, and a unique bond that younger relationships often lack. If feelings of insecurity or nervousness are holding you back, communication is key. Talking openly with your partner about your concerns, desires, and needs can make a world of difference. Sometimes, simply hearing reassurance from your partner can ease worries and reignite confidence. Another major emotional factor is stress and anxiety. Life changes, such as retirement, losing loved ones, or dealing with health issues, can take a toll on mental well-being and reduce interest in intimacy. If you're feeling emotionally distant or struggling with low libido, focusing on non-sexual intimacy can help rebuild the connection. Small gestures like holding hands, hugging, cuddling, or even sharing laughter together can rekindle closeness and create a natural progression toward deeper intimacy. It's completely natural to sometimes wonder, am I still attractive? Or am I truly satisfying my partner? These doubts can creep in, especially as we age. But the truth is, intimacy is about so much more than just physical appearance or performance. What really matters is the emotional connection between you and your partner. And the best way to nurture that connection? Open, honest communication. Talking openly about your feelings, insecurities, and desires can bring a level of intimacy that goes beyond the physical. You might be surprised by how much your partner cherishes and desires you, even if you don't always see yourself the same way. Many older adults actually report feeling more confident in their intimate lives as they age, because by this stage, both partners have learned to embrace vulnerability and appreciate each other beyond youthful standards of attractiveness. Instead of worrying about supposed flaws, intimacy in later years can focus on genuine connection, trust, and the deep love that has grown over time. But sometimes, barriers arise that have nothing to do with how we see ourselves. Psychological stress and life responsibilities can also make it harder to feel in the mood for intimacy. It's common for older adults to juggle caregiving duties, financial worries, or health concerns, and these burdens can take a toll on mental well-being. If you're feeling drained or struggling with feelings of isolation or sadness, it's understandable that intimacy might not be at the top of your mind. But here's the good news. These feelings don't have to define your intimate life. Seeking support, whether through friends, a support group, or a professional counselor, can help lift the emotional weight that might be holding you back. Therapy, in particular, has been shown to help older adults reclaim their sense of self-worth, improve their relationships, and reduce anxiety surrounding intimacy. And it's important to remember, you are worthy of love, affection, and pleasure at every stage of life. As we get older, intimacy often shifts from being just about physical pleasure to something much deeper, an expression of love, care, and connection. The emotional side of sex is often overlooked, but it plays a huge role in our overall well-being. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly seen and appreciated by your partner? Those moments of emotional closeness, whether through holding hands, sharing laughter, or simply enjoying a quiet evening together, are what make intimacy so fulfilling. In our younger years, intimacy might have been about excitement, attraction, or spontaneity. But as we age, it can become something even more meaningful, an emotional anchor in our relationship. There's something incredibly special about being with someone who truly knows you, inside and out. You're not trying to impress anyone or meet unrealistic expectations. Instead, you're focused on simply enjoying the presence of the person you love. James and Sarah had been married for 45 years, but health issues and unspoken insecurities had distanced them physically. Both missed the closeness, but assumed intimacy was behind them. One evening, Sarah expressed her feelings, and James admitted he felt the same. That simple conversation opened the door to change. They started holding hands more, sharing small touches, and prioritizing emotional connection. Sarah found ways to ease her joint pain, and James consulted his doctor about safe intimacy. Without pressure, their bond deepened, and intimacy naturally returned. They realized that at this stage, love and connection mattered far more than frequency, making their relationship stronger than ever. Research shows that older adults who maintain an active, intimate life often experience greater emotional security, stronger relationships, and overall higher life satisfaction. Why? Because intimacy, whether it's sex, cuddling, or simple affectionate touches, reminds us that we are still desired, still valued, and still deeply connected to the person we love. It's easy to underestimate the power of feeling wanted. A simple touch on the arm, a kiss on the forehead, or a whispered "I love you" can reignite that sense of connection. The key takeaway? Intimacy doesn't have to fade with age. It can evolve, deepen, and become even more meaningful. It's not just about sex. It's about feeling close, appreciated, and connected in whatever way feels right for you and your partner. Whether that means rekindling physical intimacy, finding new ways to express love, or simply being present for each other, the most important thing is that it brings you joy and fulfillment. It's important to remember that intimacy doesn't have to fit into one narrow definition. Many older adults who no longer engage in traditional sexual activity still experience deeply fulfilling relationships by prioritizing affectionate touch, shared experiences, and emotional closeness. Holding hands, cuddling, sharing a slow dance in the living room, or simply gazing into each other's eyes with love and appreciation can be just as powerful as physical intimacy. The key is maintaining that emotional connection, whether it's through sex, hugging, or simply spending meaningful time together. Age should never be seen as a barrier to intimacy. The number of times you engage in physical intimacy matters far less than the depth of your emotional connection. Science confirms that physical touch, whether sexual or not, promotes the release of oxytocin, the hormone responsible for bonding and trust. It reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and even contributes to a longer lifespan. The power of love and connection never fades with age. If anything, it deepens, becoming more profound and meaningful. One of the most liberating aspects of aging is the freedom from unrealistic expectations. You no longer need to prove anything to anyone. This is your time to explore what feels right for you and your partner. In fact, many older adults report that they are experiencing the most fulfilling intimacy of their lives, not because they are physically at their peak, but because they have reached a level of self-acceptance and emotional security that allows them to be fully present in their relationships. There's no longer a rush, no pressure, just an opportunity to enjoy each other in a way that feels authentic and deeply satisfying. And that brings us to one of the most crucial elements of lasting intimacy: communication. It's easy to assume that your partner expects you to be a certain way. But the truth is, open and honest conversations are the foundation of deep connection. Talk about what feels good, what doesn't, and what you'd like to explore. Share your thoughts about how your body and emotions are changing, and encourage your partner to do the same. When both people feel heard, respected, and valued, intimacy flows naturally and becomes even more fulfilling. As we age, our bodies change, and so does our relationship with intimacy. But those changes don't have to be feared. They're simply a new chapter in our journey. Some older adults even say they've never had a more satisfying sex life, simply because they've embraced a level of mutual understanding, patience, and comfort that fosters intimacy without insecurity or self-judgment. It's no longer about impressing or performing, it's about connecting. So, as we wrap up this conversation, I want to leave you with this. Embrace intimacy in later life with confidence and joy. There is no right way to experience connection, only the way that feels meaningful to you. Whether it's through touch, conversation, shared laughter, or deep emotional closeness, intimacy is a gift that belongs to you at every stage of life, and you absolutely deserve to experience it in all its beauty. Taking care of your body and mind plays a crucial role in maintaining intimacy as you age. Take, for example, Linda, at 68, felt distant from intimacy due to fatigue, joint pain, and self-doubt. She withdrew from her husband, Tom, assuming that part of life was over. Determined to feel better, she started walking, practicing yoga, and eating healthier. As her energy and confidence grew, so did her connection with Tom. By caring for herself physically and mentally, intimacy naturally returned, reminding her that feeling good in her own body was key to a fulfilling relationship at any age. Regular exercise, like strength training, swimming, or yoga, improves flexibility, energy, and overall well-being, positively impacting your sex life. Eating a balanced diet supports both physical and sexual health, keeping you feeling your best. Mental wellness is just as important. Sex doesn't have to be frequent to be fulfilling. It's about enjoying the moments when they feel right. Reducing stress through mindfulness, meditation, or hobbies can strengthen emotional intimacy with your partner. Instead of dwelling on what has changed with age, embrace your evolving self. Confidence and sexuality don't fade, they transform. Recognizing your own beauty, experience, and worth allows for a deeply fulfilling and joyful, intimate life, no matter your age. Do you have any other ways to improve health? Please comment so everyone can know. So, what's the bottom line? Keep the spark alive, not because society tells you to, but because you and your partner deserve it. Intimacy doesn't disappear with age. It evolves, deepens, and can bring even greater satisfaction than ever before. Age should never limit your ability to feel loved, desired, and connected. Embrace this stage of life with confidence and explore what intimacy means to you right now. Whether you're enjoying sex once a week, once a month, or simply cherishing moments of closeness and affection, what truly matters is staying engaged, present, and filled with love. There's no right or wrong way to experience intimacy, only the way that feels meaningful and fulfilling to you and your partner. And most importantly, Don't let outside pressures dictate your experience. This is your journey, your relationship, your joy. So, how often should older adults have sex? The truth is, there's no single answer, but what science and experience both tell us is this: staying connected, communicating openly, and prioritizing intimacy, however that looks for you, is what truly matters. Intimacy is a gift, not an obligation. Whether it's frequent, occasional, or simply in the form of tender moments, keeping the flame alive in a way that works for you is what makes it special. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on intimacy as we age? Leave a comment below, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more open, honest, and age-positive conversations like this. Also, be sure to sign up for the Life Advice for You for expert tips, advice, and uplifting content sent straight to your inbox. Let's keep growing, glowing, and embracing every chapter of life together.